Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're going to be checking out this guy, the CJRB Ibis. Now, the Ibis is a design by Lucas Burnley. Very cool. Burnley has designed for CRKT many times. Squid. Oh my goodness. Of course, I go to tuna. Lots of knives he's designed for them. Now, the Ibis, the one thing about the Ibis, it's got G10, but that texturing on the G10, holy smokes, that gives you a wicked grip. Now, when I say wicked grip, I mean, it's not too bad in combination with the pocket clip. The pocket clip is pretty stout, but it goes in and out of the pocket pretty nicely. You've got the stainless back spacer with lanyard hole on it. Now it is a right-hand tip-up carry only. It is loop over clip, but as you can see, it's not super deep carry. You're having almost that half-inch sticking out of your pocket when it's in there. But overall fit and finish done pretty darn well. Nested liners going on with that dual method of deployment. Well, triple, I guess, if you can do it. Now, I don't even know why I tried. No. Dual method for me. Of course, you got the flipper tab, liner lock, and then you have the dual thumb studs. If you can get behind it enough to reverse flick it, you might be able to do that. I can not at all. So, detent seems right on point, whether you're doing the flipper or the thumb studs. Might be a little bit more solid for the thumb stud. It's more of a, I'd say it's more of a 10 o'clock thumb stud than an 11 o'clock. You got to go out just a little bit. That's what was making it feel a little bit more solid. But very nice. Very good detent overall. And it's running on bearings. Now, got to get past that detent ball. And I'll show you why it's a little hard to get past that detent ball in a little bit. But nice blade design. Like it. Like the swedge. Got some decent belly on it. This one, you know, I talk about, there you go, Burnley design. There's the number, 2540. I talk about that belly because at work, a lot of times, a belly comes into play, cutting that rope that I do. Now, on this one, 6 and 9 thread, no issue. That half-inch or 21 thread natural fiber rope, we went about 55-60%. It was just about a little over half, almost 2/3. Did okay, and that comes down to that, you know, cutting edge. We've got right about a 3-inch cutting edge. Again, does have a lot to do with geometry and whether it's a toothy edge or not in that natural fiber rope. But this one, right out, is about 50 to 60%, which is okay for the cutting edge, as far as I'm concerned. It's okay. So, overall, spec check. What does the Ibis give us? Ibis, we're just over 7 inches, about 7 1/8 if you're measuring from the very tip of the lanyard or the backspacer there. Probably 4 1/8, of course, with a 3-inch blade, 4 1/8 inch handle, and grip length coming in there again, right about 3 1/2. Pretty much perfect for my grip. We do have some jimping going on up there. It's decoration. It doesn't really do anything to grab the thumb. Actually, my thumb pretty much extends against it, and it almost acts like a reverse ramp for me. I can get a good grip on it, for sure. Absolutely. And then your thumb studs, they are in your cutting path. I'd say about 2/3. 2/3 of the thumb stud is in your cutting path or sharpening path, however you want to look at it. But let's get some size comparisons going. There it is up against the bug out. Smaller than the bug out by just a little bit, about 1/4 inch on the blade, and handles are pretty comparable. So it loses most on the blade. And then, of course, it's going to be definitely shorter than RPM2. Overall weight coming in, it's pretty light. 3.1. Not too bad. That ounce per inch that so many say is the standard. I don't say that, but a lot of people do. In the pocket, like I said, that grippiness of the G10 really doesn't affect it. In and out of the pocket helps it a little bit, actually. It's got a good grip. It's not coming out of your pocket. We got a little bit of that pop. Like I said, the pocket clip is pretty stout. So it's not going to go anywhere. So, overall, what do I think of the Ibis? Well, I like the design of it. I like the overall shape. The blade looks pretty cool. I mean, it kind of, you know, it's kind of Burnley-ish. The handle, definitely, I'd say Burnley-esque. Fit and finish, pretty darn good. CRK does it all right. Action, detent is good. Overall action, you got to get past the detent ball. And what prevents me from getting past that detent ball is kind of the access to that liner. As you can see there, you got a really small access to your liner, and I've really got to dig down in there to get into it. So access to the liner lock could definitely be better, in my opinion. It's not that great. If you get up high enough and get it past the detent ball, you kind of got to come in at an angle and get it down. Then, there you go. You're past that detent ball. So, yeah. Access to the liner lock, not great. Not great. Just overall ergonomics are great. Absolutely. Feels really good in hand. Do not have a single issue with that pocket clip. It's hitting me just right in all the right places. As you can see, it's getting me in the crease there. It's tucked up into my hand. It's kind of off to the side, and that shape of that handle kind of assists with getting it out of the way. Feels very good in hand. And then the overall performance, you know, like I said, it was not quite 2/3, but a little over half way through half-inch natural fiber rope. So it performed okay. Like I said, that all depends on how they do the edge and all that good stuff. So, but that's about where it was at. Now this one's coming in. Oh, it's D2 steel. I forgot to tell you. D2 blade steel. Yeah. So G10, D2, drop point blade. Got that nice stone-washed finish on it. I do like CRKT's stonewash. Looks pretty good. And coming in, $54. Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, I have kind of poo-pooed CRKT in the past about their pricing. You know, I mean, you know, any more you can get D2, G10 for 30-ish bucks. But, you know, 54 overall, not that bad. Could it be lower? Sure, it could be, but I'm not gonna sweat them too much this time. So, because I have in the past, you know, overall, not a bad little knife. I like the overall style of it. I like the overall design. My only real issue with it is the access to the liner lock could be just a little bit better, but overall, not bad. I'm glad I picked it up to check out. For sure, it's been one I've kind of been looking at. So, hope you guys enjoyed checking out the Ibis with me. As always, thank you so very much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.